So there has been quite a movement lately when it comes to people quitting their jobs and starting their own businesses, which means we have a brand new massive wave of babypreneurs, people who are just starting out. And if that's you, I want to provide you with some insight to some things that you need to know from the get-go. And even if you've gotten started, but you're not too deep into this process, I can promise you these things are going to help you. These are all things I've been telling my husband, who just recently quit his job to start his own business, and they're all things that I wish I would have known sooner. So if you're a new entrepreneur, here are 6 things that you need to know. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jessica Stansberry, and today my hair almost exactly matches my shirt. If you're a business owner or a wannabe business owner and you are looking for ways to help you work less and live more and make more money, this is the channel for you, so don't forget to hit subscribe. No joke, y'all. These are all things that I have told my husband in the last few months as he starts on this journey of quitting corporate and starting his own business, because these are all things that I had to either learn the hard way or it took me a while to learn and I wish it wouldn't have. These are all things that are really easy to do and start from the beginning. So without further ado, let's start with number 1. When you're an entrepreneur, you are quite literally ditching a 9-to-5 to work 24/7. Now, I'm going to talk more about your work schedule and making sure that you're not working literally all the time, but you're never off the clock as an entrepreneur. And I think that it's glamorized, and I've glamorized it for sure, that we are in control of our schedules and, we can work when we want and we can work whatever hours we want and we can do all these free to me things. But in reality, especially as a new entrepreneur, especially without a team or employees or people to help you, you are going to be working a lot. And when you're not working, you're going to be thinking about your business, which is a good thing, but also is a little bit of an adjustment. I will never say it's not worth it. It is 1000% worth it to ditch a 9-to-5 to work 24/7, because eventually you will get to the point where it doesn't feel like you're working 24/7. You've got a good stronghold and a good, handle on setting your hours and things like that, which again, we're going to talk about in a second. But you are literally quitting a job that you can turn off and go home from to not be able to do that anymore. Number 2, the second thing that every new entrepreneur needs to know is that networking is your key to success. Who you know has a lot to do with what you can do and how you move forward in business. So take the time to figure out ways to network with your peers, with people who would want to hire you, with people you may not even understand, how they could help you or how you could help them in the future. Just hang out with people who are of like-minded people. There's a lot of benefits to surrounding yourself with people who know more than you and people who are in your similar space that go beyond, being able to sell to these people later. So network, network, network. Join your Chamber of Commerce if you're a location-specific business and go to their meet and greets. I know that's a little different with COVID, but I'm sure they're still having something. Most everybody is, doing something, even if it's virtual. Go to events where the people you want to hang out with are hanging out. Buy tickets. Spend some money to get in the room with these people. It will never let you down, okay? Networking is the key to success. You're going to build friendships that are going to help you along the way. You're likely going to build lifelong friendships. I know I have. And you're going to be able to surround yourself with people who are just going to make you do better. If you've ever heard the phrase, your net worth is in your network, it is so very key. I think that's right. Your net worth is in your network. And that is because those people are pulling you up. Those people are helping you make connections with someone you maybe didn't have a connection to, but they do. Those people are inviting you on their podcast. Those people are inviting you on their YouTube channel. There's so many different ways your network can help you increase the bottom line in your business. But networking is the key to success. Your network is the key to success. 3, and this one might be a little funny coming out of my face because I talk a lot about passive income and being a full-time creator and things like that. But a service will always get you to your income goals quicker than a passive income route. So especially if you're brand new to business, if you're a brand new entrepreneur, you likely don't have hundreds or thousands of people sitting over here waiting to buy from you. So it's a lot harder in that scenario when you're just one person with a very small audience. Let's say your goal is to make like $10,000 a month. It's a lot harder to sell $100 things each month than it is to book 5 $2,000 per month clients or 2 $5,000 per month clients, right? So if you have big money goals, understand that doing a service might have to be that first step to get you to those goals and affords you the ability to have some wiggle room where you can build up the audience that wants to buy your things. So especially if you're just starting like a YouTube channel or a blog or, something of that nature, you're gonna get to those income goals a lot quicker if you'll offer a service of some sort as your initial business idea rather than, relying on ad income or sponsors or things like that, because that does take a little bit of time to build up. You could come out of the gate making $10,000 a month with a service. You could come out of the gate making $5,000 a month with a service. But it's going to take you a lot longer to get there with a passive income product or affiliate marketing or AdSense or whatever the scenario is with that. Okay, this one goes back to number one. Remember on number one, I said that you are quite literally trading your 9 to 5 for a 24/7 job, okay? So number 4 is that you are in charge of your own time and you need to manage it well. This one is so hard for new entrepreneurs. One, you're excited and you want to work all the time. And I get that. I still am that way. I still love my job so much that I want to work all the time. But we all have families or friends or lives of some sort that are going to feel the effects if we do that, right? And our mental health is going to suffer too. Because while you may absolutely love your business and you want to work all the time, eventually your brain and your body is going to be like, hey, you need to slow it down a little, okay? Okay, so that's one way that your time could escape you, that it could be harder to manage your time as an entrepreneur. But another thing is that, especially if you're working with clients or, people who are contracting you for something, whatever, it can be really easy to let them dictate your time. And then they become your boss, and that is not what you quit for, right? So it's really easy to fall in this trap of, okay, I'm my own boss, but so-and-so called me this morning and I need to do this thing. So-and-so emailed me and I need to do that. So be really, really careful with your time. There's a lot of other scenarios where our time gets away from us as entrepreneurs, trying to pack too much in, trying to do, too many projects. And so just remember why you quit your job, if that's you, or why you started your business. It was likely for freedom, and to quit or start a business for freedom, to just turn around and have less freedom, is probably not what any of us envisioned, right? So you're in charge of your time. You're the only one in charge of your time, and you need to manage it well. It might take having some hard conversations. It might take setting some really clear boundaries, but you are in charge of that, and only you. Number 5, and this is a fun one for me to talk about because I have been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Not that I haven't been there, done that, got the t-shirt on all of these, but this one is like one that continuously I'm reminded of, and that is that people will ask you for favors. People will see this new business you're starting and ask you for favors, whether that is to do it for free for them, to discount it for them, or to do some kind of like exchange of services. It is never a good idea. Never. I don't care if they're your best friend or your Aunt Susie or, this person you really admire. It is never a good idea to trade services or give people discounts or give people services for free, because it will always come back to bite you in the butt. You will always be the one who ends up spending way more time than on a paid project or getting screwed in the long run. And if you start your business by giving favors or by not putting your foot down in this area, then it's going to be much harder to break later on. Whereas if you'll go ahead and make these rules and make these boundaries now, it's a lot easier to uphold them as you go forward. So just having like a policy where it's like, I do not trade services. I do not give discounts. I do not do free work. And, you know, if someone comes to you and they're like, hey, I'd love to pick your brain. I'd love to take you for coffee. I'd love to like, whatever the scenario is, you can just say, hey, you know, I don't do this. Like if you want to pick my brain, here's a service charge for that. Or if you want to take me for coffee, I really don't have time for that. But here's a booking link for a one-on-one call with me, or whatever the service is they're trying to get out of you for free. Now listen, I know this one's hard, especially if you're a people pleaser, but I can promise you that I'm telling you the truth. I can also promise you that if you don't do this, if you don't set those boundaries, if you don't say no, if you don't tell people that you're not working for free or for exchange or for favors or whatever, you will have to come back here and leave a comment below on this video and be like, I did that and I'm sorry. You told me not to. You were very adamant about it. I still did it and it did bite me in the butt, because I promise it does every time. All right, the last thing. I think there's way more things than 6. For sure. Like as I'm sitting here, I could tell you like 18 more things, but I don't want to overwhelm you, okay? So the last thing we're going to talk about, confidence sells, but cockiness runs people off, okay? So there is a difference between being confident and being cocky. Those two things are very, very different. And we've all met people in our lives who exuded confidence, who really, you know, felt like they were good at what they did and who, you know, showed you that in some way. And then we've also met people who probably were really good at what they did, who are also confident, but it comes across as cockiness. Cockiness is never good, but confidence is key, okay? Confidence sells. Being really confident in what you do, what you offer, who you are, what your brand is, who you serve, all of these things are going to attract people to you. Being confident when you speak about the things you teach about. Being confident when you go to a meeting to have someone possibly hire you. Being confident when you show up in your brand will sell for you. But being cocky will run people away. So understand the difference and kind of what that looks like for you, and ramp up the confidence. And if it takes you a while of doing whatever you're going to be doing to get more confident, to really feel like you have confidence, that's okay. But get there pretty quickly, or as quickly as you possibly can, because it will be the reason people hire you, the reason people buy from you, the reason people keep coming back is because you are confident, and your confidence helps show them that they should be confident in you. So I'm gonna summarize these real quick, you know, like just like, here's all the things I talked about. 6 things every new entrepreneur needs to know before we sign off on this video, because I don't want you to have missed anything. 1, you are going to work 24/7. You're going to think about your business all the time. You're going to work more than you probably ever have in your life, but it is worth it, I promise. Number 2, networking is key. Networking and your network is what will cause you to climb the ladder and be more successful, so find ways to do it. Number 3, a service will always get you to your income goals faster than some kind of passive income or, you know, one-to-many route. So if you are looking to hit a certain income goal, especially if you're brand new, a service is the best way to get that done. 4, you're in charge of your own time and you need to manage it well, and you need to learn to say no, period. 5, people will ask you for favors, and it is never a good idea. You have to come up with boundaries to keep people from trying to, you know, play the friend card or play the family card or play the whatever card and get you to work for free or for trade or whatever. Favors are never a good idea. Value your services enough to charge even the people you love. If they love you, they will pay you. That's just all there is to that. And then 6, confidence sells. Be confident. Be confident in what you do. Be confident in your conversations. Be confident in your business, but don't be cocky, because that will just run people off. I'd love to hear in the comments below, are you a new entrepreneur, or are you, you know, several years into this journey? I'd love for us to just chat it out in the comments below about our businesses, how we got started, and, you know, what all we do and all the things. So come hang out with me in the comments below. Let's talk about starting businesses. Even if you're years into this, I definitely think you have something to add to the conversation. And until next time, bye y'all.